Okay, I want to add one thing that I forgot. That is a terrible move down on the dollar today. So maybe it'll find some support. There's not much going on chart-wise in this region. A bit, but it blew up through there, so we'll have to see. But what I wanted to mention is that actually on cable, if you're into classic charting and support and resistance, if you go back through to 1990, well, 1990, 1988, 1993, 2001, 2009, and 2016 on cable. There is a horizontal, and you can actually track it back really to a small move in 1984. There is a horizontal support and resistance band here, which was broken through in 2016 on Brexit and should, classically, on retest, find resistance and turn back over. So the idea would be that in somewhere in this region between 136, well, it's already at 137. So let's say 137 now, up to 142. So beneath the Brexit break, obviously, it would find resistance up here and turn over. I don't know how far down it would go, but there would be resistance up here because multi-decade support was broken last year on Brexit. So there should be some reaction up here in the next few weeks. Also, with the stochastics coming up to top level, that is good news for this idea, because if you see on the low here, stocks were at the low. On the low here, stocks were at the low. On the low here during the financial crisis, stocks at the low. Here, stocks were at the low. Yes, it eventually broke after a bounce with Brexit. Here, stocks are at a high, which you want with resistance. So if we can see a turnover later in January and February, there will be a chance for it to move back down in February, March, and second quarter. So that is worth looking at, because that is long-term support turned to resistance, and at the very least should see a reaction. It's a major area. Of course, that depends partly upon the US dollar finding some support. It can in this region, who knows? I mean, if you want me to put a count on the daily here, I mean, it would look better for this to be wave 3. And now this is wave 4. And this is wave 5 here. And the count I would put on this, not that it matters right now because it's puking, but I would be something like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to end wave 3, and then see a wave 4 and then a wave 5, something like that. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. And then it could find support around 90 or wherever. I don't know where, but somewhere like something like that. In any case, the areas of resistance are there on Euro US dollar, on the monthly here, on this band across, and on cable on the long-term chart. So if we can get a reaction in the dollar, we have very good long-term areas against those two to come in. So it's worth looking at. Also, bearish possibilities on Aussie US dollar. Oh, and not anymore. That hangman's gone. So I'll come back to that. My talk about that in last video is already removed. So let's see. If there's no bounce in the dollar, then I have to take the more bearish view, but for now there's still a chance to see a reverse with the weekly. All right, bye-bye.